Hi guys, I am on Arch. I did the ArcoLinux ISO from the .org website, then I used Arch install, told them to be XFCE X4 grub, and home is not separate. And that's about it, I guess. And then NVIDIA drivers, the proprietary choice. This is plain Arch. I want to know, how far can I get with the ArcoLinux tweak tool now, with all the themes and icons that we can install? So let's test that out. Let's go to install the internet. This is Arch, so nothing. Just type your password, and then, well, that's not my password, I guess. Type your password, and then go up again, and go for... I'm gonna install, in the meantime, these fonts can be installed with the ArcoLinux tweak tool, but why not immediately say number 2, but numlock has to be on. That's not set by default in ArcoLinux. You have to do everything yourself. Okay, Firefox is there. Now I did create myself something nice. bit.ly ArcoLinux Nemesis to make myself a little bit easier. Voila, you get your code, and then you go in to your folder, and normally I use the data folder, and in the data folder I'm going to open Git, but Git does not exist. Don't know, doesn't have a clue what Git is, neither does he have a clue that bash completion is not there, so it should be there. It's essential that it's there. There you go. So now it can do a git clone. Ctrl-Shift-V, and in here, when I'm on Arch, there's a folder called Arch. Then there is this install ArcoLinux tweak tool. So I'm gonna make my life a little bit easier. So you've seen many videos, you have to get yay in, you have to get baru in, something, right, to get to the AOR, because that's where the tweak tool is, and then you go for install. Let's see if it is, yep, there is an executable. Yay comes in, voila, easy. Sit back. No, don't sit back. Password. I'm having trouble with passwords today. Yes, enter. Go and install this thing. And then the rest comes in, right? ArcoLinux tweak will come in. And then we see how far we get. So what if I start with a bare Arch, I get ArcoLinux in the tweak tool, then what? What's the end result? So we have now optional dependencies, right? These guys are optional. Well, not really. We kind of need many of them. So if you update, let's see what happens. Doesn't know it. Sudo Fahren -s. If you do this, you get these 3 guys, right? Fine. ATT. We launch it. We want more repositories for Pacman. This is where the fun is, right? All these elements are there for you to install. So what if we go to straight away where we should be, and we don't, that's a new button by the way, we install the key mirrors and activate and auto reboot all in one time. So everything is in. If everything is in, you see all these guys active. If they're active, Ctrl-T, sudo Pacman -s. Pacman knows about it. I think I need to change my mirror. This is slow. And there you go. ArcoLinux tweak tool, the version from the repos, is coming in together with the key rings and all that. So yes, please. So in one go, all of this will be done, will be well signed and all that. So restart ATT. Basically, it's another ATT from the one from the repo, and everything is now set. So I can activate the Nemesis repo. Maybe I shouldn't, right? Why? Because in the ATT, our project's extra, the edu, if you do that, you need to activate the Nemesis repo. You see? So all these edu guys are coming from the Nemesis repo. So you can click all you want. He says activate. So okay, fine. Then you go back and you say activate this one as well if you want to have icons. That's all it is, icons. Okay, let's see how far we get, right? So the two new tabs that we have are these two guys. I'm not gonna go for a full, although I should probably do a full so I know it's working. Install the selected themes. So all the repos, all the packages from our repo is coming in. There is one thing I should do. Well, done. What I'm gonna go for is activate this mirror here and then go to Pacman and update Pacman databases. So it's simple, it's an S, Y, and done. So if you want to see if it's all installed, that's the check, right? We show the installed themes. It's not working. Why is it not working? Let's see if it's installed. Appearance, oh no. And what was the reason? Very simple. He's saying that he installed it, but check the Pacman tab of the ArcoLinux tweak tool, right? It's good that I forget it, so you will forget it too, and that's it. But it is not. It is okay. The Pacman tab is there. Let's have a look. Control T, this one is still open. So we do a sudo pacman -syyuu. They are there. They are all there. Well, so if we do this one, that should work. What did it say up there? The same. And why was it not installed? I don't know. It's installed now. So we should rewatch the video. What did I do different? Is there some coding I should add? They're all coming in. Definitely need to get a new icon, cursor I mean. Better, much better. Right, so choose some coloring. And then we have the, let's go for the cursors first, design, cursors. We've got all these cursors, install all these cursors. They're not here. Cursors are positioned somewhere else. Here, mouse and touchpad. Maybe Yammer one, right? Or this one. To keep in line. Capuchin is there. So we're at the C. It goes it alphabetically, horizontally, alphabetically. Goes over the list. And we've got all of them installed. Okay. So none show the installed cursor themes. They're all installed themes. None show the installed themes. Okay, that's a fix. Oh no, sorry, we haven't done that one. Sorry, we haven't done that one. This one we have done. So none show the installed themes. All right, all of them installed. So this is also a check, right? This needs some explanation. Meaning, if you go to eridubois.be, you see that Sardi has families. So if you kind of like the idea of the flexible icons, then maybe you would like a button, something like this, that says, okay, just want to have that one, and that's it, stop, don't want all of it. or I'm in love with the flats, or I'm in love with the ghost, or I'm in love with the orb, right? It's a family choice. Here it's about the variations, the word variation, the word mixing, the mint icons, right? Beautiful mint icons. By the way, they're coming from Arc, so not from mint, just a different color, that's it. And then none. So let's go for an all, right? Because we need to test. So that's all possible. Uninstall, show, and install. This will come in here in appearance, but first it needs to download things. Remember that the Sardi icons is like a train. What do I mean by that? The Sardi icons, this one up here, is a locomotive. He's pulling the weight, and all these little guys behind it are the wagons. And the mono mixing can't exist without the Sardi icons. The mixing icons can't exist with the Sardi icons. And the same applies with Surfen. I can't click here now because he's doing his work. The Surfen is also the locomotion, and all the rest is tagging behind, basically, right? So if you ask, show the installed icon themes, this one will be there always. So this is the locomotive, and these are all the wagons. All right, so back to the none. Did we install everything? Okay, everything installed. That means appearance that we have a list of icons, a long one, right? Best way is do a super shift enter, which does not exist here, is a Thunar, right? And then have a look, go through it, and stop when you like it. These are SVGs. If that doesn't say anything, it's basically a text file. And the advantage of a text file over a PNG is that I can change it with scripts. These are the Sardi Ghost. So very neat if you want to have this white look in your system. And then the idea comes, right? The what if comes. What if I change the colors? What if I change Ghost itself? Instead of white, choose one of the 60,700,000 colors. And that's scripting, that's in there. It's all available, it's explained on ArcoLinux.pe. Basically you're sent to .online. So many choices, and here the mint things, right? Combinations of. So you go over them. We'll just choose something orange because of the fact that Sardi Numix is now a choice. Orange colors coming back, but there are more orange things like Sardi Numix here, and we have this one. I do like this one. The Papyrus Casablanca is one of my preferences. Okay, well, we are tweaking and rising our thing here. Surfen icons, all, none, and you select whatever you want. The word plasma means it's for KDE, right? Plasma, plasma, plasma. But nevertheless, it will also look nice on anything else of our 27 desktops. Wait for the download. How fast is your download? Wait for the installation. How fast is your computer? And eventually it will say, okay, all done. None. Show the installed icon themes. They're all installed. So Surfen. I took the orb color, I see. Doesn't matter. And here's a Surfen Numix. Surfen Papyrus Casablanca. So the Casablanca theme comes back because of the fact that I like it, right? This kind of look. The color of this folder attracts me against the black. Extras. Are they installed? They're not. So if we have all, if we have the Nemesis repo activated, he's going to get them from there. The first one is from ArcoLinux and the rest is from Nemesis. There's also quite an interesting look. And the look is here, the one from Garuda, if you remember the icons, but it's not the same. And that's the fun with icons. You can change them any way you see fit if you have the knowledge. And if you want to develop some icons or want to make some themes for yourself, henrydubois.online. All the knowledge is there. So at the very top, there's the ArcoLinux Candy Beauty. So it's a mix of all kind of icons. And I've created a few more. So it's, I don't know, 4 or 5 days of work in that particular icon theme. So it looks good on ArcoLinux, on Arch. Et voila, we've got ourselves a new theme, right? You like it, you hate it, it's entirely up to you to choose them. But it gives you these kind of files. And frankly, I don't mind. I mean, I set it and then I forget it. I mean, it's work, it's coding, it's I've work to do rather than looking at all the designs. Okay, so we've got all of this installed. We've been through all that, right? But there is a third party, right? These are the tweak tools, the projects of ArcoLinux, and these are projects of third parties, somebody else. So is anything installed already? No. If you would have Plasma, then Breeze would come up, right? Because Breeze is dependent, is needed dependency for Plasma. So okay, there we go again. Install the selected themes. And one by one, they're downloaded, installed. That's a big one, I think. I think Kogir was somewhere here. Was it the icon theme? So these are, it can be, right, that you're thinking, whoa, this is just hanging. And it did happen actually in virtual boxes, right? So and I'm definitely making this on real metal not to have that issue. So that's my advice. 1, on real metal, and 2, have fun. That's another advice. So we're following this line from left to right, and we go down, and we know more or less where we are. Done. Let's check, show the installed themes. And Breeze is not installed, so there must be a conflict of some kind. Sudo pacman -s. So we're following whatever it is, whatever happens here, we're following the rules of pacman. We're not overwriting anything, right? If it says no, it says no. We obey the dependencies of pacman. Okay, you will have to live without that package. Icons. All. Well, first none and then show, to be sure. Look at that. So there are some dependencies coming in, and the Breeze icons is actually a dependency of these guys, right? No, of these guys. Breeze. You can't have serve and arc Breeze icons if you don't have the Breeze icons. So I'm not gonna redesign or put all the Breeze icons inside that package. No, I'm gonna say use Surfen and take that wagon, right? The Breeze icons as a wagon, and whatever I'm missing comes from the Breeze icons. That's a very, very interesting line inside the index theme. It's called depends, right? You can tell them, no, inherit is the name. I think it's inherit, right? Inherit from Breeze icon. So whatever you're missing is coming from Breeze. If it's not coming from Breeze, it can come from Papyrus. If not Papyrus, then and then, then and then. That's the power in theme for the icons. Okay, voila, the tip is included. Install. Can we make this smaller? Because that's the thing I'm having issues with encoding. This can be smaller. We definitely need another wallpaper. Desktop settings, something yellow. Rubbish. Control T. Now don't think we can. We have to wait, right? It's gonna say he's busy. Log database file exists. Why? Because he's working. There can be only one Pacman. The older guys remember the movies of Highlander. There can be only one, he says, and he chops off the head of somebody. Look it up on YouTube. That's how you need to remember it. There can be only one Pacman at any time at work. Another tip. We're at the F. Some of these guys are huge. You just have to sit it out. In the meantime, let's see if there's anything better. All bluish for my purposes. Nah, I'd rather eat it than look at it. Nice. Now ArcoLinux tweak tool. I wouldn't know how to make this. This is nice. Computing, right? The things computers do to your system. So this is now our theme. I like it. Network is not available, so we need the ArcoLinux tweak tool to do some things on Arch. You can't navigate to the Sama server that is 1 meter to my left, actually right. So that's a pity. So we need to do something, but that's up here. If this mushroom goes away, and this is finished. As long as keep going, right? What else can I do in the meantime? Thinking very hard. Not that much, I guess. I've chosen for Pipewire, I think, yeah. So inside the, if you do the Arch install with ArcoLinux, you can choose Pipewire, which is the default, or Pulse Audio, and I left it as default. That's something to know. One other tip, I do not like the sessions, current session. So sometimes he's saving the old session, and then you enter back in and you get the old windows that open up. So it's inside in sessions that you need to have. There's this step in between these two guys. Remove. Not there at this point in time. Telecircle. So we're getting at the end of the alphabet. What I'm gonna do as a next project is see if I can make this thing as threading, so making threads of these things. I'll see. So that's cleared, that's all done. What did we do now? We wanted to do variety here. Go from get me some nice wallpapers, please. So variety, and you put it in the background like this, like this, like that, like that. Okay, continue, accept. Don't do that, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. Go to Wallhaven and get me some wallpapers of cars. Haven't never done that yet. Cars. I'll get cars in. And then we go up here and next. And yes, I know there is a car, right? It's always a bit oh, not bad. Next. Voila, there's a car in there. I know. Skip. And this is supposed to be a car, and that's supposed to be a car. Sure, you're a car. And here's the selection, right? All of these choices. This maybe is a better choice. That's a real car. Enfin. Looking better, right? And then we go on. This we've done. That was the last things. Fire. Yeah, that's the one. And then this can close. We launch variety again from accessories. Voila. So it's up here. You can always stop if you say, I want this image. This is great. Pause on current. Boom. It's gonna be that forever and ever until you change it. Show the installed cursor themes. All installed fonts. Show the installed fonts. Maybe some dependencies. Who knows? Who knows? Yep. We've chosen not of fonts in simple screen recorder, or was it in? I think it was. Yeah. Anyway, it's there, and we can get all of them. Install the selected fonts. Many people say, that's not so important, but actually the font next to the icons and the colors and all that, fonts is part of our ecosystem, part of our desktop. So choosing the right font gives you a finished touch, gives you readability as well. A very silly fonts out there that makes it almost impossible to read, but yeah, point is try something different. So this is all new, right? And we've all done it, I think. Let's change the font just to show you. Settings manager, go to appearance in here, and then to fonts. Alex appearance has also a button to change fonts. OpenBox has one, I mean Plasma has one. Go and have a look. Now we're on Sans regular. By default we are often on Noto. Sans, I've seen that there's a new guy in there, display. Why not bold italic? Why not a little bit bigger so you can actually read things, right? Voila. Why not like this? Display bold italic. Or take something totally different. Just scroll up and have a look and select it. And you say, maybe I can't read this, right? So go and have a look. All these things, liberation, the monofonts maybe, right? Select. And now it's going to be like this. It's different. Your experience with the desktop is different. But maybe you like it. Maybe you can read it now. More important, maybe. Right? It's quite large, but okay. I have no issues reading it. Enfin, so you go ahead and experiment with fonts. Can we install Awesome? Of course we can. And that's now done. So you can resize these things. I still have a resize issue somewhere. Fixes. What do I need on an ArcoLinux installation? Set mainstream. Done. You said the download speed was not that awesome, so now it is awesome. And then you have, I don't know, just updating. Whoop, that's the speed. That's fast. Don't need to run anything because I know what the servers are, but I can install packages if I want to. This choose a number of parallel downloads. Ooh, that's an important guy, right? The etc pacman.conf, yes please, apply. Parallel downloads 10. Don't have to go to look, I know it's okay. Choose your cursor globally. I think I need to restart to load that one up. We've installed a lot of cursors, but he did not refresh. So inside fixes, we should check out if I can do that and auto refresh after installing cursors. What did we choose? Ooh, this guy. This guy is Bibata. Ember original. I think so. So I have now the same cursor in LightDM, which is not nice. LightDM is black screen. So we'll fix that. We'll just descend, right? Descend, grub. Don't like the grub, it's all black. I install this one. Then you have to go to grub, you install the ArcoLinux one, for example, and choose. Done. My grub will look like this. A little bit too long to wait. Save, 2 seconds, and boom, we're in. Then log in. SDM is not installed. I don't care much about all these front ends because I do an auto login, right? So auto login is on. Please in XFCE. Theme name. What did we choose? I think we chose something. Arc. So this is the desktop color and the login manager have nothing to do with each other. It's a separate kind of setting, right? It's a separate application. So I don't know, which was it? Numix. Icon theme. Doesn't really matter. It's often the little guy, the little person icon that's there. But okay, I am gonna choose something. Whatever. And then a cursor theme for LightDM. So the other cursor theme was the super upper level. This is actually the one that LightDM, we're saving into the LightDM GTK greeter. So again, looking for the original Ember. Yep. Apply settings. Settings saved successfully. And I choose a wallpaper, something yellow. Installing a bit more, so I have a bit more choice. Something yellow, that's something yellow. Okay, and then we select it. Select and apply the background. Done. There is no etc LightDM. Let's read it again. There is no etc LightDM GTK greeter thing. Okay. Then we start with apply the LightDM configuration ATT. Boom. So we start from scratch with a configuration that has all the variables that we need. Same goes for SDM or LXDM. If you think, hey, that's strange, that's not working, or you see this message, then you know LightDM. Let's make this all out like this. So over again, because of the issue, Aqua Dark. The theme name, yeah, that's important. If you want to have yellow, then you need to go to something Numix or something. Then it's gonna be yellow. Numix Dark, voila. And this is the icon theme. We could take Numix as well. Numix, circle, yep, sure. And then the cursor was this one. Because we have installed so many, and we got a really long drop down, but I advise really against that because it will slow down all the processes, right? So choose the things you like and then select them. and don't install all the rest. Did we now get a nice message? Yeah, settings saved successfully. Well, go for it, my friend, and apply. Logging wallpaper saved. I can't show you that as the disadvantages of a real metal thing, but it will work. Ctrl-T, nothing there. Neofetch, please, thank you. Ctrl-T, there you are. lolcat is not sudo pacman -s lolcat. Well, it is, but it's a lot of packages, so bear with it. Let it install all its packages, and then you can say, don't want that, don't want this, don't want that, don't want that. Like this, it comes smaller and smaller. Or you want to see all of them, normal, small, or none. And of course, if you do none, it will be none, right? And small will be looking like this. And you can also go for a small ASCII. That's the advantage of Arch. They do have a small. So you can have something even less. You limit the lines here, so it becomes equal to the logo, and that's that. So that's the possibility that you have in Arch. In Manjaro and ArcoLinux, stop. That's it. All the others down here don't have that. Let's do Fahren, apply, use normal, apply. So they don't have the small ASCII. And this is your Fahren logo. Okay. Pacman. Nothing to say besides that there's a little button there to update some stuff. Then the H block is super handy. If you go to internet, your internet will be changed, and all the advertising, tracking and all that, it's gone, right? The same applies here with the uBlock origin inside Firefox only. And here's the services that I said, oh my god, I don't have the network. Install network discovery. There he is. That's the computer to my right. That's the Samba server on which I post my videos, my pictures, whatever. Right? I connect, and I can delete this thing because this is, I don't know if this is already online, but voila, we're on another computer via, well, this option here. And there's some different choices. So the 15 ISOs that we use, the 15 distros that we use, we visit here with the ATT have different NS switch configurations. I'll give you the choice. You choose the one that works, right? In my case, that one works. We can switch our pulse audio and pipewire. So it knows it's on pipewire. We look at the processes that are running, and the pulse audio is inactive. Bluetooth. I did not plug it in. Let's plug it in, this little guy. That's, I think, something I need to boot up again as well. So some of these things, yeah, you need to let them apply after a boot. Not sure if this is one of them. But Bluetooth is now installed, so you can install Blueberry and stop there and choose one of these tools to connect to your Bluetooth device. And well, by default ArcoLinux has this one. I've tried this one as well, this works as well, and then this one is for Plasma. So you can enable it, but it will not work immediately. Network is done, okay. The lake is a little bigger. Printing, you can install cups. Cups is now installed. We can print to a PDF. The most common drivers are here. But if you have an HP, you know already you have to have this one. And then don't forget, right, the AUR. Lastly, the AUR might contain the driver you need. There are so many drivers on the AUR. My advice, buy a printer that's supported by Linux. So know it before you spend the money. And then support the companies that give you a Linux driver. So everything is now done. Samba is not for everybody, so I'm skipping that one. Go check out the dozens of videos on Samba if you want. This is necessary, right? Bash completion, I've installed it already. And this is the ATT bash RC configuration, which means that now it gets it, right? Update, he knows what update is. And up all, he does not know what up all is. What is he missing? The last thing. It does not have all these guys. So select all, install these applications. And they're being installed. All right. So now we can do an up-all. And that means he's also going to, yeah, it's gonna be bash, yes. Let's do this again, but then like this. We need to reboot, but I'm not going to, because otherwise the video is broken. Yeah, why did it apply last time? This works, so this should work as well. Okay, so it's looking for the AOR upgrades. That's what I wanted to show with up-all. Is there anything from the AOR that I need to update? And then ZSH fish, which is not required at all to have fun with Linux, but it's an option. Terminals, the look. Alacritty is installed, but not its themes. So maybe you want to play around with themes. And that's a cool thing. It really is. Dozens and dozens of themes. Just if you are on Linux FC terminal, that won't work. Life is full of surprises. It's all about knowledge, guys. Alacritty, we can't type here. So we say, don't like the menu a little bit, so add new items. There is this menu called whisker menu. What if I add that one to the system and then move that guy over here and say to this guy, bye, remove, sure. Then we get this, and then I can type Alacritty, enter. And if I do Alacritty themes, look at all the choices that we have. And that's arrow down, right? Page down. I like Nord. Nah, Tokyo Storm. It is Tokyo Night Storm. And then you just launch Alacritty every single time. For the rest, terminal fun, maybe, screen fetch. Watch out with screen fetch. It is what it is, but sometimes it hangs for some reason. So then it's not a good time to use screen fetch. Simple, because it's just a tool, fancy little thing, and if it doesn't work, avoid it. Simple. Little cat. Make it a little bit bigger for screenshots, of course. Zigzag, right? It is what it is. Sfetch. We're on ours rolling. Oh, look at that. And then the color scripts that DistroTube likes so much. Control T, Control T, Control T, Control T. It's set to random, so each time it's something else. And then the themer. A little bit down there as the user. If you install, and that's an if, right? If you install these guys, then you can select them. You can change the theme, and so that's just that, the color theme. In i3 you can even change the regular i3 menu with a polybar, because there are so many interesting modules and you can make more yourself. So that's, yeah, it's a choice, it's freedom. Linux is all about freedom. And you can choose different kind of themes, and when you log in, which I can't, right? Simple screen recorder, real metal. then it is like that. And here is already a picture becoming more and more. It is all ArcoLinux, so you'll see more images. And I do believe I've put in here somewhere. Was it this one, that one, that one? Here is Archcraft, right? It doesn't matter what you start with. We're all working on ArcoLinux as a basis. So this tool, ArcoLinux Tweak tool, should be able, and that's the challenge, we should be able to let it work on anything. And here we can create some users if we want to test, right? Something, test. There are some idiot-proof things in there. First, fill in all the fields. And even if I type this password and then this password, some things are now checked. So this has to be test and then test, for example. And then the user is created and the user is already removed again. And on Arch, remember to editor, nano, visudo, etc. This is something Calamaris takes care. And the Arch guys, if they want, right, if ever they wanted a second user on their system, they need to do that. So this is how far we've got with the ArcoLinux Tweak tool. We can make the menu a little bit nicer as well, because it's also about the what if is how far can I get without any intervention of any distro, just pure ArcoLinux and then ArcoLinux Tweak tool. And then you have start, for example. Maybe you like start here symbolic logical, maybe you like the Star Trek thing. Right, start. There is distribution that's used in a lot of icon themes. Now, don't think this thing crashes. It's going over all the icons, and we've installed a few, right? And so it may take some time. You choose the logo from Artix, for example. If you like that, why not? Why not? It's your computer. Your computer. Now it's looking like this. So, properties, appearance, title, applications, display the icon, icon and title, and you tell it that it's Arch. Or should we say something like this one, right? ArcoLinux. Just having some fun. Close. The spaces don't like the fact that it's so close to each other. Spaces do help. Voila. I've got myself a menu, which I don't like. I want this to the left and so on and so on. But that's here. Have fun moving the properties of the whisker menu around. Do you want that? Do you want some background opacity? Appearance, and so on and so on. Play around with it and make it your own. This is now a little bit transparent. Anything else? What would I be missing? Probably a lot of software, but software is easy. Software is a script that you run, a script that's in ArcoLinux Nemesis. This is my script that I run, and everything else follows like dominoes. Everything follows. And if I'm on Arch, I do this. If I'm on LLC, I do that. I have a CKB Corsair keyboard with colors, with rainbow colors and all these breeding things, right? If that's hooked on, he'll do something. He'll add the package. If I'm on ArcoLinux, if I'm on Orizer, if I'm on Carly, if I'm on Endeavour OS, if I'm on Garuda, if I want bookmarks and the skull at the end. And that's that. I have my operating system the way I like it with the software I like. But I'm gonna play around with this some more and see what I'm missing, because I want to see, of course, as well, how about this tweak tool? Is there something that I can add? Is there something that I'm missing in all the 15 distros that I could add? And if you have suggestions, maybe good question, good time to tell that. Well, there is the Discord channel, and come and tell me, I'm missing this, I'm missing that. because of blah blah blah. You tell me why and on what system you're missing things. All right, enjoy ATT. Cheers.